Okay, go.
Hi, everyone. The company that we're going to be reporting on today is Coop Ale Works. My name is Jake Coleman.
I'm Megan O'Donnell.
I'm Lexi.
I'm Michael.
I'm Carson.
Coop Ale Works was founded in 2009 by J.D. Merriweather and Daniel Mercer. Coop Ale Works has established itself as a prominent beer company located in Oklahoma City. Coop Ale specializes in craft brewery and beverage production and has partnered with numerous companies such as Sonic and the University of Oklahoma. Coop Ale is also known for its diverse array of craft beers, including signature brews like the Oklahoma Sooner Ale and Coop 66. Right now, Coop Ale has competition with other companies such as Bud Light, who are also trying to sponsor other organizations on their can. The marketing problem that our company faces right now is the lack of brand recognition due to the fact that we highlight different organizations on our can. The marketing research questions we have to try to answer these questions are as follows. What brands are best to partner with? What demographics are most inclined to purchase our product, and how we can best drive up awareness.
For the hypothesis that we created for Coop Ale Works, the first one being the brand that Coop partners with will have a positive effect of the brand awareness of Coop Ale Works. The brand that Coop partners with will have a positive effect on the likelihood of a purchase. The visibility of the manufacturer's logo will increase the brand awareness in the target market. And the price of the partnered beverage produced will have a positive effect on the likelihood of the purchase. In terms of the conceptual framework, we came up with the dependent variables being brand awareness and purchase likelihood, along with independent variables being the brands that Coop Ale partners with, the visibility of the manufacturer name, and the price, with the controls being age, location, and income. The primary method, so our research was a primary source of a survey that we conducted ourselves. It included the screening questions, including are you 21 and do you consume alcohol? The body questions, demographic questions, learning who Coop Ale should be targeting. We used a sample size. We had around 50 responses, with the average age being 21. And most of the respondents being from the Norman, DFW, Oklahoma area.
For our secondary research method, we choose to look at Google Trends. And at the top, you can see the first line is spread out throughout the US. And then down on the bottom, we have the comparison between Oklahoma and Texas. And then finally, on your bottom right, you'll see the different counties in Oklahoma, including the Oklahoma City area, the Tulsa area, over the last 90 days. For our evaluation model, we chose to go with two equations here. The first one we have is the purchase likelihood, with A being our intercept, and then we have our three independent variables of the brand partnered with, the visibility, the name, and the price, and then also our control of age, income, and location, all being variables in the equation. The next one we went with was brand awareness, and we have the same thing. We have the intercept, the brand we partner with, the visibility, and the name and the price, and those are going to be our independent variables again, and then we come back around with our control variables of age, income, and location. For our data analytics, we chose to look at three equations or three questions when looking how to analyze our statistics we got from our survey. The first one was to test the correlation between the frequency of drinking and the willingness to pay more for a drink. The second would be to test the person's age and the willingness to pay extra for a drink that is your favorite brand. And finally, we looked to analyze the brand recognition of an alcoholic beverage and the willingness to spend more on that beverage if it's a drink that you know.
So for our results, our first test, like Carson said, was trying to figure out if alcohol frequency results in a more willingness to spend extra on alcohol. So the result that we found after doing a correlation test is that, as you can see by the data of 0.25, it's less than 5%. Or sorry, greater than 5%, not less than 5%. And so that way we fail to reject the null. So it proves that our result is there is no significant relationship between the two. So for our second test, we did regression analysis where we asked, does partnering with a brand affect your purchasing decision? So right here, you can see that the regression statistic shows that about 28% of the variation of the purchasing decision is affected by the brand partnered with. And then our significance is less than 5%, so the results are in fact significant. Our p-value was less than 5%, so we were able to reject the null in favor of our hypothesis. And then the intercept shows that for every unit change in X, so every unit change in the brand partnered with, Y, or the purchasing decision, will increase by a unit of 0.762. So the last test that we ran was a paired t-test where we asked, does age have a positive effect on your likelihood to purchase a brand sponsored beverage? That's your favorite brand. As we can see here, we're looking for a positive effect. So we're only going to be looking at the one tail and see if it's negative or positive. As you can see from the value, it is less than 5%. So therefore, we can then reject the null in favor of our hypothesis. So that result shows that there is significant evidence that we can reject the null. So age does have a positive effect on the purchase likelihood.
For our first recommendation, we recommend that Coop Ale Works put their logo on each individual partnership beverage in each box. This decision is because survey respondents were more aware of partnership brands, but not Coop Ale Works itself. This will help raise brand awareness. The second recommendation is to partner with brands in different locations, such as Tulsa or out of state, to reach new demographics. From our primary and secondary research, we noticed brand awareness of Coop Ale Works is mostly limited to the OKC area. To find the correct brands to partner with, Coop Ale Works should send out a survey to residents of these new areas and discover favorable brands and teams. For our third decision of recommendation, we recommend that Coop Ale Works provides merchandise with the purchase of Coop Ale Works beverages at partnership locations. An example of this would be to receive a Coop Ale Works koozie with the purchase of a Schooner Ale beer at an OU football game. This will sensitize the customer to purchase Coop Ale Works products over competitors. And then in Appendix A, we have a list of other variables we use. Then Appendix B shows our survey questions. And this concludes our project on Coop Ale Works. Thank you so much for listening.